one more time, y'all. And I was dreading having to do this video. That's why I'm glad I did it while I was going to the store so I could cut it in half. But women, if y'all watched that last video and you watched this one, oh man, please. I love my beautiful black women. I want a beautiful black woman so fine that when we make love, she just drained my soul from my body to hers. And we literally become one. The two become one, like they say in the Bible. But black women, at what point do y'all enable a lot of these pedophiles? Now, I'm not trying to judge nobody. I'm gonna just keep it real. You 16 years old, your mother probably had you when she was 14, 15, maybe 18. And it's not to judge or put nobody down, but I want to point out a cycle that somewhere along the line you got to break. If you go to church, they call it breaking a generational curse. You see your mama struggling because, and again, this just being general, but I got to keep it real. Your mama struggling because at 16, she had you knowing your daddy wasn't shit because he was selling dope at 16. Now, mommy can't keep a man because most times she's seen such dysfunctional stuff happen in her relationship with her mom and men that we now have a generational cycle of young ladies who are traumatized, and it makes it even worse. And this is strictly for you, mother, and I don't give a fuck if I do offend you. Extremely worse if your daughter come up and tell you that the new nigga that you got, you don't feel comfortable around him. Now, we know kids can have a hyper imagination, but ladies, if your motherfucking daughter is coming up to you telling you she don't feel comfortable around Uncle Joe, you told her to call her Uncle Joe, or you might be so bold to say this your little stepdad right now. You might be saying that shit joking, but that's what you're hoping for. Because in a lot of cases, you made bad decisions. Now you done made a bad decision to choose this nigga over your daughter. Man, don't y'all realize how many little girls kill themselves every year? Because you got some old nasty-ass, perverted pedophile laying up on mommy and got mommy so, what baby's called? I'm going to say the whip appeal. You put the whip appeal on her mama so bad that she would rather believe your lying ass than her own daughter. Now, I'm not saying this happens every time because kids got a hyper imagination. But if they make up some shit like that, that means you still not paying them. And nothing else, you ain't paying them no attention. You'll go up and lay up with a nigga because he can come in and throw a little rent money on the table and you happy. But at the same time, you won't, in a lot of cases, you won't let the actual father of that child see his kid, and he paying almost the rent, the electric, the gas, and the water every month for his kid. But you'll let Rojo come and lay up in here knowing goddamn well Rojo bringing dope up in your house to sell. Now, I'm not trying to put the game out there, but I'm just telling you, black women, at what point do you see a nigga, your daughter don't feel comfortable around a nigga? In a lot of cases, your son don't feel comfortable around a nigga. Are you so bewitched by dick that you can't see, well, I'm going to investigate what my child say before I even begin to think about this nigga? But guess what? That child came out your womb. Your daughter wouldn't be telling you this grown-ass man is touching her, or he be saying stuff. He might not touch you yet, but he be saying stuff, and I just don't want to stay around him. And you say, girl, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. You just acting a fool. Now, a lot of times, y'all go off on your daughter and choose a piece of shit-ass man. Our kids need help, y'all. And it starts with all of us, bruh. You would go out here and let Rojo touch your motherfucking daughter, and when your daughter say, I don't feel comfortable, she didn't even tell you about the touching part. She just say, I don't feel comfortable, and you slap your daughter talking about, well, right now, he helping her pay the bill. And that's the only way. Guess what, man? Let me tell you some shit. I'm going to end this shit. Now, we can continue to walk in generational curses. When I say generational curses, I mean not getting up off your ass, going to do something every day to change your living situation. Because I know quite a few women who got quite a few degrees while they were raising quite a few children, who looked at their situation and realized that here in Louisiana, all you got to do, if you own any kind of public assistance, really, I'm just finna get out of the game that a lot of people don't check. Louisiana's supposed to have an open door admission college policy. Now, I know some of y'all might not be college material, so you might have to go to VOTEC or somewhere like Queensborough College or technical, whatever. But all you have to do is apply for their institution. They have to accept you. Now, it's on you to find the money, but hell, if you get in government assistance, you're going to get a Pell Grant. That's really how easy it is to change your shit, man, your situation. Instead of letting niggas, like I say, Rojo, come over there and throw $200, $300 a week, which you buy y'all some food. No, the nigga, he'll buy you and the woman, he'll buy him and you some food from motherfucking Outback Steakhouse. But he barely want to bring your kids cereal. And then he ain't really working. He's selling dope or whatever he doing, hustling. Not no indictment on my fellow D-boys out there. But he out here hustling. This nigga going to jail and finna leave you and your kids alone. And then when he get to jail, you find out that he got 5, 6 pedophile molestation charges. You done chose this nigga over your daughter. This shit happens almost 80% of the time. A woman is so dickmatized and hypnotized by that money that she'll turn her back on her own child who telling her, Mama, I just don't feel comfortable around this nigga. Girl, you better sit your ass down. How you think we gonna get in the morning? While she painting them nails?